As evening settles softly over my old town, the world seems to slow its hurried pace. The golden light of dusk gathers gently along the quiet streets, painting everything in the gentle hues of memory. Tonight, I find myself drawn to take a walk through the heart of the place where I grew up, a small, familiar town where every corner holds a story, every street whispers a name, and every brick glows with the warmth of days gone by. The air is cool and still, carrying with it the faint fragrance of blooming lilac and the distant promise of rain. It's a perfect night for wandering, for remembering, for gently letting the past and present mingle in the hush of twilight. As I step outside, the soft crunch of gravel under my feet becomes the first note in a quiet symphony. The sky above is a tapestry of fading blue, streaked with the last blush of sunset, and the first stars begin to tremble into view. I walk slowly, savoring the hush that settles as the day gives way to night. The houses are old here, modest, with wide porches and sagging wooden steps, painted in colors that have faded with the years. Their windows glow with the gentle lamps of evening, and I imagine the lives unfolding within. Families gathering for dinner, children finishing homework, a dog curled up at the feet of someone reading by the fire. I pass the Johnsons' house first, its porch still adorned with the same hanging swing where, as a child, I once sat beside my best friend, our legs swinging in the summer dusk. We whispered dreams to each other, made promises sealed with laughter, and watched the fireflies dance in the tall grass. Now, the swing creaks softly in the breeze, empty but for the weight of memory. I pause, letting myself remember the innocence of those evenings, when the world felt endless, and my heart was untroubled by the sharp edges of growing up. Further down, the old sycamore tree stands guard by the sidewalk, its roots pushing up through the cracked pavement. Its branches stretch wide, heavy with leaves that rustle gently in the wind. I remember climbing that tree, my hands sticky with sap, my knees scraped and dirty. From its highest limbs, I watched the town below, the slow parade of cars, the mothers calling children in for supper, the steady sweep of streetlights flickering to life. Even now, the sycamore seems to welcome me back, its familiar silhouette a gentle reassurance that some things endure, no matter how much time passes. The main street is quieter than I remember, but still alive with the echoes of old joys. The bakery, once fragrant with the scent of cinnamon rolls and fresh bread, is closed for the night, its windows dark but for a single lamp in the back. I press my hand to the cool glass and remember the warmth of Saturday mornings, my father and I, waiting in line for warm pastries, our breath fogging the glass as we watched the baker knead dough with practiced hands. The taste of those mornings lingers in my memory, sweet, buttery, and tinged with the golden light of childhood. Next to the bakery stands the old movie theater, its marquee now faded and chipped. The letters spell out a film I haven't seen, but in my mind, I see the crowds that once gathered here, couples holding hands, friends laughing, children clutching popcorn and soda. I remember sitting in the dark, the flicker of the screen casting shadows on my face, the magic of story unfolding in a cool, whispering hush. The theater was where I learned to dream beyond the borders of my small town, where I first imagined a world larger and brighter than the one I knew. I walk on, past the pharmacy where Mrs. Green used to give us penny candy, past the little park where the swings still creak in the wind, their seats polished smooth by generations of children. I step through the gate and sit on a bench, letting the quiet settle around me. The grass is cool beneath my feet, and the fountain in the center of the park murmurs softly, its water catching the last light of day. I close my eyes and listen, to the distant bark of a dog, to the gentle drone of crickets, to the comforting rhythm of my own breath. Here, in the shelter of memory, I let myself drift back through the years. I remember the friends I made and lost, the teachers who shaped me, the quiet triumphs and the silent tears. I remember the long walks home from school, my backpack heavy with books, my mind spinning with hopes and fears. I remember the taste of summer rain, the thrill of the first snow, the comfort of my mother's hand in mine as we crossed these same streets. Each memory is a stone in the path of my life, guiding me gently back to myself. As darkness deepens, the streetlights flicker on, casting long, golden pools along the sidewalk. I rise from the bench and continue my walk, my steps slow and deliberate. The night air is cool against my skin, and I draw my coat tighter around me. I pass the old church, its steeple rising against the indigo sky. The bells are silent now, but in my mind, I hear their clear, sweet sound, calling the town together on Sunday mornings, marking weddings and funerals, marking the slow, steady passage of time. I turn onto Willow Lane, where the houses are nestled close together, their gardens overflowing with late-blooming roses and wild daisies. I remember trick-or-treating here as a child, my pumpkin-shaped bucket heavy with candy, my costume askew but my heart full of wonder. The neighbors would greet us with smiles and gentle laughter, their porches lit with jack-o'-lanterns and lanterns glowing softly in the night. Now, the gardens are still, the roses nodding in the evening breeze, the laughter echoing only in memory. At the end of the lane, I pause beneath a street lamp and look up at the sky. The stars are brighter now, scattered across the velvet darkness. I breathe in deeply, savoring the peace that comes with nightfall. There is a quiet magic in returning to the places that shaped us, in tracing the outlines of our younger selves against the backdrop of the present. Here, in the hush of evening, I feel the gentle healing of nostalgia, a soft, bittersweet ache that soothes as much as it stirs. I walk on, my footsteps carrying me past the old library, its windows glowing warmly against the night. I remember losing myself among the shelves as a child, my fingers trailing over the spines of books, my imagination soaring on the wings of stories. The librarian, Mrs. Jennings, always greeted me with a smile, her voice gentle and kind. She let me borrow more books than I could carry, trusting that I would return them all. In that small library, I learned to love words, to find comfort in the stories of others, to dream of writing my own. The night grows deeper, the town quieter still. I pass the fire station, its red doors closed, the engines tucked away for the night. I remember the thrill of watching the firemen race out on summer afternoons, their sirens wailing, their faces determined and brave. They were heroes to us, larger than life, and I watched them with wide-eyed awe, dreaming of adventure. Now, the fire station sleeps, but the memory of their courage lingers, a quiet reminder of the strength that lives in ordinary people. I turn down Maple Street, where the sidewalks are uneven and the lawns overgrown. I remember riding my bicycle here, the wind in my hair, my laughter ringing out as I raced my friends to the end of the block. We were fearless then, our hearts light, our futures unwritten. We believed in the endlessness of summer, in the boundlessness of possibility. Now, as I walk these same streets, I carry those memories with me, a lantern against the darkness, a gentle warmth in the cool night air. The houses here are older, their paint peeling, their fences leaning. But there is beauty in their imperfection, in the stories they hold behind weathered doors and cracked windows. I imagine the lives unfolding within, an old man reading by the fire, a mother tucking her child into bed, a teenager whispering secrets to the night. Each house is a universe, each window a portal to another world. As I near the edge of town, the sounds of night grow softer still. The crickets sing their lullaby, the breeze rustles through the trees, and the distant hum of a train echoes across the fields. I pause beneath an ancient oak, its branches arching overhead like the arms of an old friend. I lean against its sturdy trunk and let the memories wash over me, gentle, healing, and sweet. I think of all the nights I spent in this town, lying awake beneath this very tree, staring up at the stars and dreaming of the future. I think of the love I found and lost, the friendships that faded and those that endured. I think of the lessons learned and the wounds healed, the quiet joys and the silent sorrows. Each memory is a thread in the tapestry of my life, woven together to create the person I am now. The night is deep and still, the world hushed and waiting. I close my eyes and listen, to the heartbeat of the town, to the whisper of the wind, to the steady pulse of my own breath. I feel a gentle peace settle over me, a quiet acceptance of all that has been and all that will be. In this moment, I am home, not just in the town of my childhood, but in the embrace of my own memories, my own heart. As I turn to make my way back, the path ahead is lit by the soft glow of streetlights, the gentle shimmer of stars. My footsteps are slow and steady, each one a quiet affirmation of the journey I have taken. The town sleeps around me, its dreams entwined with mine, its stories echoing in the silence of the night. I pass once more by the old sycamore, its leaves whispering secrets to the dark. I touch its trunk, rough and familiar, and feel a quiet gratitude for all the moments that have shaped me, for the laughter and the tears, the joys and the sorrows, the lessons and the love. I carry them with me as I walk, a gentle burden, a source of strength. The night air is cool against my skin, and I breathe in the peace that comes with returning, with remembering, with letting go. My old town is both changed and unchanged, both distant and near. It lives in my heart, in the quiet corners of my mind, in the gentle rhythm of my footsteps. It is a part of me, and I am a part of it, woven together by the shared threads of memory and time. As I reach my doorstep, the world is silent and still. I pause for a moment, letting the quiet settle around me, letting the memories linger. I know that I will carry this peace with me, that the gentle healing of nostalgia will light my path through the night. I step inside, closing the door softly behind me, and let myself drift into sleep, cradled by the gentle embrace of my old town, wrapped in the warmth of memory, and soothed by the promise of another peaceful night. May you find comfort in your own memories, may your heart be soothed by the gentle whispers of the past, and may you rest tonight in the quiet, healing embrace of all that you have loved, and all that has loved you in return. Good night and sweet dreams.